That's good. And she's on the air, right? So what we're going to do today is try to get the camera to work normally, in a normal manner. See if we can do this in front of a camera. That's what we're going to do. We're going to see if we can do this fix in front of a camera. Okay, so right now you should probably be putting up a graphic of the video that Ted Benningfield sent to me. What you're going to need well, let's talk about the fix itself first. Okay, the fix itself goes like it's not that I don't know it, I just got to find it. Okay, it's right. One moment, please. Typing in my keyboard over to here and then over to here so we can look up the fix. Okay, we're going to be, I'm almost there, that's why I'm like, we're ramping up for the notes on the fix so that we can explain what we're doing. Alright, here it comes in 3, 2, 1. You're going to change a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 caps. It looks like only 3 of them go bad, but you need to change 6 of them. The 6 caps, out of the 6 caps, 4 of them are 680 UF 25s. Ted has recommendations on the types that you get. In this case, I got Capicons or Rubicons or whatever kind was recommended here. Can't even see that. Okay, right there. Capicons, Rubicons, those look like these are the 680 version. Okay, I've got 2 big bags of them. 680 UF at 25 volts. If you look that up, then you'll be rocking. Plus, you'll have to replace one this is 1000 UF at 16 volts. I got some that were a little bit too big, but you only need one, and it fit on there okay, so I was alright with it. It worked for me. But you can get the slimmer kind, which is on the board originally. On the board originally. Enunciate your words while you are on the air, young men. Okay. Don't throw things. Next is the 1500 UF 16 volt. You're going to need one of those as well. So you're going to need 4 of the others and then 1 of each of those other ones. Okay, so here we go. This one is 1500 UF 16 volts. Right there. And they're the right size, too. We got the stuff, man. Oh, sorry about that. You're not allowed to have any fun while you're working. No, really, honestly, especially when you're doing stuff like this. I'm about to do 32 of these. Each. Yeah, with 6 caps each. So make sure you have some fun. Turn on the radio or something. Alright, now I'm going to show you my setup. Today I have this is a 852D Plus. I'm going to turn on my soldering iron. Okay, it's on. But this also has this heated gun right here. And I also have I have an aid here. I don't know how many people still use these, but I do. I certainly will use it if I need it. And, well, here in a snap second, you're going to notice that there's something under everything. Here, I better shut this off for a second, because I don't want to ruin this table. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're back. I put down a little piece of anti-disaptive cardboard here. So, just a little note, okay? Always remember to do the right thing. There could be somebody who just really doesn't like the fact that you put a burn mark in their table. It could be an admin, an administrator who didn't appreciate it. It could be a wife. But either way, if you're employed, do the right thing. Alright, we took some time and we put something over the table that we're working on. An anti-deceptive piece of cardboard. So now we're heating up a little bit. You can see the temperature right here. We're getting up there. She's going up. This one only goes up to 500 degrees. They recommend 660, but this one works. So, I'm using it. What I do, I don't know which way you guys do it, but what I do is I'll attach this a little bit at one part, and then the whole thing will go all over the place. No, I'm kidding you. Try to get a little piece of something here. Alright, now she's leaning toward me. I can see her. Alright. Then I'm going to take you're going to want to pop all 6 of these caps out. So I'm going to take well, first I'm going to loosen this up so it doesn't wreck the board. Okay, tighten her back up. I don't need the visual aid right now, okay? There are times, I've got my times, but I do not need the visual aid. Alright, so we're at 500 degrees. We have our iron right here. Alright, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure to the cap itself. Alright, we're going to take this top one off first. There's a little bit of junk on the top of this right here. It's this is a cooling way that they keep, I don't know if it's cooling or if it's trying to keep shock, or just keep the two apart, that kind of thing. But you can try pulling that away. You can see how successful I was with that. Alright, and this screwdriver is way too big. Alright, so this screwdriver is going to change to a smaller one here. In 3, 2, 1. Bing! No bing yet. Good. It's the rear differential though. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna be as easy as it. I don't even know.
Wheel bearings. So that the wheel has no grease and the rear axle. The grease goes up. The grease goes up onto the shaft and goes out to the wheel bearing. The wheel has no grease, the wheel bearing.
Oh. It's not the wheel bearing though.
Sure.
Yeah.
No wheel in that out of.
It ran out of the differential fluid. Yeah, they did a little bit. Well, I think it burned them a little bit. I started hearing it. But when I put the fluid in, it calmed down. So. Yeah. We're trying to figure out whether to trade it in. We might just get rid of it.
You know, not none of my business. That thing, body bad on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's the way my old was built. The way that's professional. You don't care. Brand.
No.
And
Yeah.
that's the way Wayne, well, he sold his other time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He
Because
sold
the back end was less than that.
No, it was a good trade. He didn't want to get another car. But this one he got out. He's putting all kinds of money in. He's got two gold doors on it. It looks fantastic. Gold doors, like Hyundai. And he started putting money in it. So he sold the old one to just see the old. He was a $950,000.
Wow.
Now he's putting money in his own.
Cost me $3,000 to get that Dodge rolling for Jesse.
$3,000. That's possible.
Yep.
I got.
I tried to get away with it, but it didn't work.
Oh, you got this zero. Anyway, all the places I went to, they're all called off. Like, the Bluebird and just people. You like they're better than all those guys. Yeah. So you'll be doing all shit with 50 sitting in my feet.
Oh.
You know, but I mean, what the hell? Setting up. Where's my movie? Where's my movie? What do I got to do? Fix it all year? No. They're all on your side of the way. I get it from the next one. Get it, so let's get them also. Here's one.
All right, buddy. I got a hot soldering iron right here.
What will you solder? Electronic?
Yep.
Okay. Go for yourself.
Bing! 3, 2, 1. Bing! It's got some insulation on it too. That's kind of important. Bzz. Ah! Okay. It's Brian the Crazy Electronic Guy. But the abilities are... The competence is beyond your wildest imagination. Okay. You're going to heat up the back. And let it pop through. Heat up the back. Get rid of this thing. this instead. Keep this out of the way. Not too much pressure, Brian. Don't want to bust the board or any of the internal parts on the board. You can give it a little pressure, but big, huge guys like me with the, you know, I tend to just, like, wreck the whole thing, but I got it. There's that one. And you got one more right here. Here. And this phase of this repair will be complete. Alright, so you're applying some heat to the back of the board. A little bit of downward pressure on the capacitor. There it goes. There it is. Okay. So leave your heat going. I think you're supposed to keep the stuff off of your tip, right? You're supposed to clean your tip. My tip is clean. Now your caps are all off of there. Okay, they're gone. They're gone. Old board, new board, with no caps on it. Old board, board with no caps on it. A group of old caps. I only see 5 in my hand though. The other one must have gone for a ride. What's up, Matt? Alright, so I just removed the eyesight assistant. So now we have two nice grapplers right here. Let's see how these work. Wow. That one's going to work good. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to drill out some holes. After we charge up a battery a little bit. And now she's ready to go. We're going to take each one of these. You can see it. It leaves some holes. Each one of these holes. And just drill them through to make sure they're good and cleaned out. Generally, I hold the screwdriver steady and move the board with my hand. You're going to want to vacuum out the boards if you're doing a lot of them. But you're also going to want to flip it over and check the holes. Take a look at the holes to make sure that there's still that they were blown out in the center. That you blew out the holes in the center, and that there's still some solder or some contact metal or solder left around the outside of it. To make sure that you blew the holes out right dead center. Pretty easy to guide it if you use the right size drill bit. These ones are good. They look good. Next step. Next! Okay, now we have the correct amount of new capacitors. Alright, these are the two oddballs right here. And we have 4 of the similar ones, the 680s. We got a 1500, we got a 1000, we got a 680. Okay? And those are posi and negi. You got to remember, you got your positive and your negative. Okay? Our positive is the longer side. Negative is the shorter side. The shorter lead. Okay, and another way that you can tell how to do these on the boards is this little black line right here on the board, the thicker line on the top of the circle. This circle over here has a thicker line on the bottom of the circle. This one over here has a thicker line on the side of the circle. Well, that corresponds with this thicker line right here on your capacitor. Alright, it's right there. So this is not rocket scientists. Okay, you're going to take the thicker line of this capacitor. This is a 680, so we need one of those right here. According to this, the thicker line side is the negative. That's correct. The thicker line side is going to be the negative. I'm going to put this big honking thing on here too, okay? So we're going to do that one first. Alright, get that set down in there as much as I can. Oh yeah, that's right. This is a good way of doing it too. You're going to set it down in there as good as you can, and then you're going to take your leads. You see this? You're going to bend them over like that. Okay? You're going to do your next one. Bend them over. Next one. This one's sitting nice and flat. Bend it over. Next one, this is for the not the 680. This is a 680 right here. I need a 1500. This is for the 1500. It goes right here. Bend it over. Two more here to bend over. Bend over. Bend over, I'll drive. You did not say that. No, you didn't say that on your videotape. Okay. One more goes right here. It's a nice song though, Bend Over, I'll Drive. And there's this here. Thank God it's not an official video for the company, okay? This is just me making one. If you'd like me to make you an official one, we'll get a studio, nice lit table someplace and headquarters, and we'll make it all up nice. How's that sound? Okay, so now we're going to go around soldering things. Crappy camera. How I like to do it, I take off a little piece. This is resin solder. It's got resin core, so it usually sets in nicely. And you're just going to go around, solder each one of these joints, just a ball, get it down in there nice and hot. I meant a ball, not having a good time. It's just a ball of solder. Make sure she melts down in there a little bit to hold the chip or hold the capacitor down on there. All nice. Take your pick. You got about 20 of them here. Don't inhale the solder too much. Solder buzz is not the greatest buzz in the world. Explains a lot of things about a lot of people, though. There's that one there. And then there's this one here. Alright, now you're making fun of me, I get it. It's true, it's all true. Okay, I believe we have them all. You see any that don't have a nice even ball on them, then heat them up for a second and let them sink down in there a little bit. Alright, we're done with the soldering iron for a little bit probably, so, well, hopefully. Here, let's leave it on for a second until we get everything clipped off nicely, because sometimes you'll find a loose one. Alright, so we're going to clip this. These are way too big of clippers. I've got some smaller ones. This one. here, there, you, and you. Then there's you. You, 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 and you. Yes, my neighbors think that I'm absolutely insane. I'm not. I'm just a regular guy. Working stiff like you, paying the rent and the bills. Oh, see, now we lost the ball. That's not good. But, you know, all the other ones look pretty good. Glad we left this on. Let's stick our ball back in there. We stick our ball back in. Can I stick my ball back in? What did he say? Ooh, excuse me. Let's just start off with that. Put these over here. And get this. Watch out for your solder getting a little bit smaller here. Your solder's starting to get a little smaller, so your hand might feel a little burn. There's that. Right there. Okay. So, there's the new setup. Not perfectly straight. You can straighten them out if you want to a little bit. Make it look all nice. There we go. They're all set. Even that big one stayed on there. See? Now it's time for the testing stage.